CVTV Live from the Channel Partners Expo floor. The floor is packed right now, but joining us, very special guests from Telarus. We have to my right, Jen Dimas. Jen is the CMEO, and I'm curious to hear what that's all about.
That stands for the Chief Marketing and Experience Officer, which just means I run our marketing program and also our education and partner experience programs.
Fantastic. We also have the Senior Director, Product Marketing, Nick Ochoa. I can't forget that name.
Why is that?
Because I had a childhood friend named Nick Ochoa.
Okay. Well, there you go. Well, there's a few Nick Ochoas in this world.
I would imagine. It's just, you don't see it that often. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So tell us a little bit about, I know that Telarus recently launched its own experience. Could you guys talk about that?
Sure. We're really proud that today, this morning actually, we launched the new Telarus Quote Experience. And I'll have Nick just talk a little bit about the benefits of the program. We have a booth here and we have folks demoing the solution and answering questions.
Yeah, what the Telarus Quote Experience does is allows our technology advisors, who are our channel partners, to basically go through an entire life cycle of selling broadband, voice, and unified communication solutions. So it starts from serviceability and qualifying serviceability, all through completing the order and actually getting paid on the order. So the downstream commissions piece is something that's really important because that's the lifeblood of any advisor. So that's what the Quote Experience really focuses on. And today we also introduced integration with a new partner, Cable Finder. Wow. And Cable Finder has allowed us to extend what we offer previously with regard to our Quote Experience. So now we have a new experience. Some of the advisors out in the market have used it before, but Cable Finder is really integrated with our environment on our back end, and it allows for things that other providers can't do with Cable Finder that we're able to do because of that integration.
Fantastic. And Telarus obviously is at the forefront of a lot of different things. Any other differentiators maybe that we should talk about?
Sure. We have also a really terrific Telarus commission experience that is also represented here at the show. We have a booth and a kiosk where people can come and ask questions about that. And then we're very proud of our 2024 AI program for our advisors to help create more knowing about that technology trend. And Dan Foster, our CRO, is on a panel tomorrow talking with a bunch of experts in industry about AI and some of the use cases that are driving purchase decisions today.
Okay, fantastic. Now, we're going to be talking with Dan in a moment. What else can we look forward to in the future with Telarus?
Well, we continue to have a really robust educational program where we meet the advisors where they are to help them understand how to grow their businesses through the services, solutions, and tools that Telarus drives. We're going to launch a new website later this month, so we're excited about that. But we, as always, we're just focused on continuously improving the advisor experience.
Last year we came out with a report called the Tech Trends Report that we sponsored, and we interviewed a ton of our advisors and CIOs in the marketplace, and we're going to redo that same trends report this year and get new information. So that's something that is that we want to persist and continue to do as we move on, because it provides our advisors with a rich knowledge that they really don't get from other places.
Well, that all sounds really great, and it sounds like it's going to be a really busy year for you guys over at Telarus. If people want more information, where can they go?
Telarus.com.
Okay, there you have it. And we're also going to bring up Dan Foster, the CRO. He's going to talk a little bit about artificial intelligence, which obviously it's been a huge buzzword in the industry today. All right, I talked before about how Telarus is at the forefront of innovation. Joining us right now, Dan Foster. Dan, the Chief Revenue Officer, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about artificial intelligence, which is huge in the industry today. How you doing, Dan?
Good. Yeah, it's a little bit of a buzz. I can hear the buzz. In fact, some of that is AI, I suspect.
It could be.
It's not artificial. It's real, though.
Okay. Well,
in this case, what it is it's real questions people want to know. Like, what do I tell my end user?
Yeah.
What do I tell my tech advisor in our case? And it's it's not just a buzz. We're seeing real actionable outcomes from AI right now.
Let's talk about some of those actionable outcomes, as
Sure.
you put it. What's going on there?
Well, first off, let's step back. If you look at what's going on, a senior manager, CEO on down, is getting pressure to say, what should we do about artificial intelligence? A board, a CEO. In fact, the Cisco Readiness Index said that it went from just over the last month, 85 up to 91% are feeling the pressure. So they have to have an answer. What do I do about AI? So they're all running out there and asking their tech advisors, if they're positioned well, what should I do about it? And what we want to do is really create an education platform to be their thought partner. So when we think about what a tech advisor brings to their end user, it's here are the next steps with artificial intelligence, curating that conversation. What's interesting, taking another step back, AI as a technology, it's intertwined in a lot of the tech that you see on the show floor here, right, Brady? So the obvious one is CX. So we're one of the leaders in CX through a variety of different suppliers, but we're seeing a lot of great outcomes there. Enabling something like Next Agent Action Forward, Intelligent Virtual Assistant, that's almost table stakes with a large contact center. But then when you go to security, in fact, Cisco's head of security said, you know what, it used to be, Jitu Patel would say, it used to be that the bad guys have to be right once, we always have to be right. Now you got a lot more processing power to be right a lot more, a lot of AI operations. So anyways, as you can tell, we can keep talking about it, but I think that tech advisors are super excited about this.
Oh, I would certainly say that they are. Again, back to that buzz. But you talked about some advice maybe that you would give. What are some kind of quick hit points for people that are interested?
What's really interesting is this is like the early days of hyperscaling. So what you're going to see is people are going to get their snowflake bills in a year from now and say, what happened to that bill? Because I put everything out there. So what you're going to see is these LLMs that you're creating, maybe company specific or using Anthropic, any one of them, Bard, Gemini, all the folks out there are pushing that back. There's going to be a real cost. So there's going to be a rationalization moving forward. So number one is be very thoughtful about your data. So you have to have good data in to really be able to action that data in an environment where you can make decisions, because AI is really just processing decisions faster in some cases. So real first thing is actionable kind of data fidelity, data security. So this really becomes a data conversation as much as a processing power. But on the processing power piece, if you're not out there pitching data center and GPUs, then you're missing a boat there as well.
Well, as we kind of move forward through the rest of this year and even beyond, what sort of things can we expect from this whole AI wave?
Well, first off, a full education platform. In fact, what we've tried to do is educate. In fact, I'll tell you, Brady, they sent out on my behalf 3 emails. We had 200 people sign up in Dallas a couple of weeks ago. So we had an AI summit, and it's amazing, first off, people leaning in. People really trying to say, what are those outcomes that we're looking for? How do I drive what I look at as the CEO challenge, revenue generation, productivity, and then branding, customer experience? How do I use AI to accelerate some of those conversations? So as we look out over the next year, it's really going to be building out more processes to assess, but also creating almost a governance. How do I actually put in AI in a responsible, not just responsible ethics, but responsible from a data integrity perspective? Security is a big deal. You don't just put everything out there into an LLM and start processing it. That's public data. So there's a lot here. It's exciting.
It definitely is exciting, and there's a real energy here with everything going on. So if people want more information, Telarus.com, I guess?
Yeah, we've got, if you're a Telarus partner, our Telarus University, in fact, I guess I should be holding up our QR code, but we've got a variety of different events. We've got our Partner Summit coming up in Nashville in August. There'll be probably 2,000 people there. It'll have an AI-centric theme. You'll see more AI-centric contact center training. Everything that we do in terms of training will have an AI bent to it, because that's where this is headed.
Well, there you have it. Telarus certainly at the forefront. And right here, we are live from Channel Partners, CVTV. Thanks for the time.
Hey, Brady, thank you. Appreciate it.
It's a great time. Take care.